I hadn't seen my little brother, Sam, in 5 years, so when he showed up at my door, needing a place to stay, I didn't hesitate to say yes. I remembered a scrawny kid who used to follow me around, but the man standing there now had a look in his eyes that made my skin crawl. My fiancé thought I was just being a good sister, but within weeks, the boundaries in my house didn't just blur, they completely vanished. It started with a moment of weakness in the dark. But then I found the hidden camera in my bedroom. Now, he isn't just my brother. He's the one holding my entire future hostage with 6 words I'll never forget. I'm the only one you need. My little brother needed a place to stay after years apart. I thought I was helping him, but he had a secret plan to destroy my engagement. Once he showed me what he caught on camera, I realized the family rules were gone forever. Now, I'm paying a price I never agreed to. Dear listeners, before I began telling this complicated story of my life, I ask you to support my channel. Subscribe, leave a like, and write the comment which city you are listening from. This is very important for us. And now enjoy listening. I hadn't seen my little brother, Sam, in nearly 5 years. After our parents split, he moved across the country with our dad, and I stayed behind to build my life. I was 27, settled in a quiet apartment, and engaged to a man who valued decency above all else. Then came the phone call. Sam was 20 now, and according to my father, he was drifting. He needed a place to stay while he got his life together. I remembered a skinny kid with messy hair, but the man who stepped off that bus was different. He was broad-shouldered, quiet, and had a gaze that felt like it was searching for a weakness I didn't know I had. My fiancé David didn't like it, but I told him, "He's my little brother. What's the worst that could happen?" The first month was awkward, but manageable. Then the coincidences started. I'd walk out of the shower, and he'd be standing in the hallway, not looking away. He'd sit on the edge of my bed while I was reading, talking about the good old days. Memories that felt a little too intimate for siblings. The air in the apartment became thick. One night, David was out of town, and the power went out during a heat wave. I was in the kitchen, wearing a thin slip, when I felt a hand on the small of my back. It wasn't David. "You always were the pretty one, Chloe," Sam whispered. His voice was a low growl that didn't sound like a brother at all. I should have pushed him away, but the isolation and the heat made me freeze. He didn't stop there. He told me he'd been waiting 5 years to settle a debt of affection I'd never known I owed him. The line didn't just blur. It disappeared. It started with a moment of weakness in the dark kitchen. But Sam was calculated. He knew my fiancé's schedule better than I did. He'd leave my bedroom door open just enough so I'd see him, and eventually, I stopped closing it. But then, the twist. I found a camera hidden in the bookshelf of my bedroom, his bookshelf. He wasn't just having an affair with me, he was recording it. When I confronted him, he didn't apologize. He smiled. "David is a rich man, Chloe," he said. "If he sees these, you lose the ring, the house, and your reputation. But if you keep me happy, I might just lose the files." My little brother hadn't come to get his life together, he'd come to take mine over. He whispered those 6 words. "Best still haunt me. I'm the only one you need." Now, every time David kisses me, I feel Sam watching from the hallway. I'm a prisoner in my own home, trapped between the man I'm supposed to marry and the little brother who owns my secrets. Every night, the rent gets higher, and the debt gets deeper. My parents think we've finally bonded after all these years apart. They have no idea that their perfect reunion is actually a nightmare I can't wake up from. If you're listening to this, be careful who you let back into your life, because sometimes, family is just another word for predator. Finding that camera changed everything. I looked at Sam, my little brother, and I didn't see a sibling anymore. I saw a master manipulator. He sat on my bed, tossing his phone in the air, smiling as he showed me the hidden chapter folder on his screen. He told me that as long as I kept him comfortable and didn't tell David, the video would stay private. I was trapped in a nightmare where my own house was a prison and my brother was the warden. A week later, David organized a welcome home dinner for Sam. I had to sit there, serving wine with trembling hands, while Sam toasted to family values. Under the table, I felt Sam's foot brush against me in a deliberate, mocking gesture. David was laughing, talking about our upcoming wedding, completely unaware that his future brother-in-law had filled my 2 holes. My heart with dread, and my life with lies. Every time Sam looked at me, he was reminding me of the price of my silence. The breaking point came when David forgot his laptop and came home early. Sam was in my room, showing me the latest edit of his video. We heard the front door lock, click. I shoved Sam into the walk-in closet, just as David walked in. David noticed I was flushed and out of breath. He started toward the closet to grab a jacket, and my heart stopped. At that moment, I realized I couldn't live like this anymore. I had to find a way to delete that file, or my life was over. I waited until Sam was in the shower to steal his phone. I bypassed his code. It was my birthday and found the folder, but as I went to hit delete, I saw a notification pop up from an unknown number. It said, "Did she fall for the camera trap yet? My lawyer needs the footage for the divorce." The number belonged to David. I wasn't just being blackmailed. I was being liquidated.